The world pays tribute to the victims in Manchester.
So I've sung the national anthem at the World Series. I've sung it at different events. There was something really magical in the air last night, and just really cool to be a part of it.
Trisha Yearwood opens up to me about that epic moment during the Predators game and how her love for hockey actually started on the road while touring.
Definitely found my best friend.
The Bachelorette is opening up to people about finding her true love on the show, and we've got your exclusive first look.
Why does she always look like she's running in slow-mo?
Kelly Rohrbach talks about getting ready for that slow-mo beach run and what makes a guy really, really sexy.
Plus,
there's six-pack abs on a man, and then there's like Zac Efron abs.
Does The Rock have some competition in the abs department?
Zac Efron, are you listening?
Happy Hump Day, Facebook Live and People.com. So much to get to today. It's rainy here in New York, but we are hoping the summer weather will arrive sometime soon. With summer weather comes summer bodies, guys. We know that. Later in the show, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is revealing the part of his Baywatch co-star Zac Efron's body that he really admires. So we want to know which celeb inspires your summer body goals the most. That's our Facebook question of the day. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Cannot wait to see what you have to say here today. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending. In the aftermath of that tragic Ariana Grande Manchester Arena suicide bombing, the world is coming together to mourn the deaths of the innocent lives that were lost Monday night. 22 people have been killed and 59 injured after the senseless act of terror, and now cities all over the globe are paying tribute and showing solidarity. On Tuesday night, Rome's iconic Colosseum went dark in order to honor the bombing victims. Paris did the same by shutting down the lights on their iconic Eiffel Tower. And Manchester is uniting with thousands of people meeting in the city's Albert Square for a vigil to stand together, grieve, and pay their respects to the lives lost. In dark times, Manchester locals want everyone to know that this won't destroy them, and they will only get stronger. Watch.
I don't think it's really sunk in. Shocked. It's very close to home. But I've come here today to show my support because Manchester stands together and we stand strong and nothing's going to stop that, ever.
And now names of the victims of the Manchester suicide bombing are starting to be identified, including two mothers who were waiting for their children, one being 44-year-old Allison Howe, who was there waiting for her 15-year-old daughter. Howe's stepson Jordan confirmed her death on Facebook, saying this about her: "They took a caring, beautiful mom and stepmother away from us all. She was amazing to us all. Love you loads, Allison Howe." Allison was with friend Lisa Lees, another victim of the attack, who was also waiting to pick up her daughter. Lee's brother, Lee Hunter, confirmed her death on Facebook Tuesday, saying, quote, "For those who don't know, Lisa is gone, but never ever forgotten. I love you, Lisa. I'll miss you so much." 15-year-old Olivia Campbell was another innocent life lost Monday night. Olivia was confirmed dead by her mother, Charlotte Campbell, on Facebook Tuesday, saying, quote, "Rest in peace, my darling, precious, gorgeous girl, Olivia Campbell, taken far, far too soon. Go sing with the angels and keep smiling. Mommy loves you so much." And 32-year-old Kelly Brewster was confirmed dead on Tuesday by a native family member. According to The Sun, Brewster's uncle said Kelly shielded her sister and niece from the blast at the Grande concert. 8-year-old Safi Rose Rosas is another victim of the horrific bombing. She was initially missing in the wake of the explosion after she went to the show with her older sister and mother, according to The Telegraph. Chris Upton, head teacher at Safi's Tarleton Community Primary School, had this to say about the young girl: "Safi was simply a beautiful little girl in every aspect of the word. She was loved by everyone, and her warmth and kindness will be remembered fondly." John Atkinson's death was confirmed by his sister Laura. Numerous friends have taken to Facebook to remember Atkinson from Radcliffe in Bury, England, describing him as, quote, "an amazing guy with a beautiful soul." And the first victim who was publicly identified after the bombing, 18-year-old Georgina Collender, she was a huge Ariana Grande fan, and officials at the school she formerly attended described her as, quote, "Georgina was a lovely young student who was very popular with her peers and the staff and always made the most of the opportunities that she had at the school." No photo has been released of victim Megan Hurley, but the girl's family and friends set up a GoFundMe account to raise money. A crowdfunding account to raise money for a memorial service. So incredibly sad, all of those stories, and we're thinking and praying for every family and friend involved in this horrific attack. And now, moving on to this.
The winners and new champions of Dancing with the Stars are... Rashad and Emma.
And waiting and waiting and waiting. Dancing with the Stars has officially crowned its newest champion. After winning the Mirrorball Trophy, NFL star Rashad Jennings told people about host Tom Bergeron's drawn-out reveal. He said, "That's a very long waiting period to wait to see if you won or not. I didn't know what was about to happen. I just knew that I had a ball throughout this whole entire show." Jennings beat out retired baseball star David Ross and Fifth Harmony singer Normani Corday to win season 24. Now, Normani ended up coming in third place. She told people, "I am so happy for Rashad. He put in a ton of work. We all did. And I think we all got what we needed out of this experience. Everything happened the way it was supposed to." And after the show, David Ross told people, "I'm shocked and thankful. I felt like I was a winner when they said I was going to the finals. I came out here with no expectations, and I think the best dancer won." Jennings, who currently isn't on an NFL team, will now be joining the Dancing with the Stars summer tour and tells people, "It's so fun. I get to continue to dance and to train for football. When a team calls, I'm ready. Until then, I'm training and dancing. They will know I'm in shape." That's for sure. Congratulations to him. Moving on to this. It's been nearly 8 years since the King of Pop's death, and now this week's People is going inside the Jackson kids' lives after Michael. Everything from finding peace, name changes, and budding stardom. In the issue, a family friend tells People, quote, "They want to make their dad proud. The kids live like Michael is constantly looking down upon them." So where are kids, Prince, Paris, and Blanket now? Well, we recently saw Prince, Jackson's oldest child, at the 2017 Billboard Music Awards, making an appearance as a presenter. But when he's not in front of the camera, he's studying business at LA's Loyola Marymount University, determined to make a name for himself in the entertainment business after launching the aptly named King's Son Productions in 2016. And according to a source, he loves to wisecrack about not getting the performance gene, saying things like, "Oh, my dad is the king of pop, but I can't sing or dance." And Paris Jackson has been making a lot of headlines recently as well, being called Hollywood's new it girl, landing a role beside Charlize Theron in upcoming thriller Gringo, and scoring a reported 7-figure modeling contract. Very exciting stuff for Paris, as she's been opening up about battling depression in the past, even attempting suicide. But today, a family friend says, quote, "She's the happiest I've ever seen her." Michael Jackson's youngest son, Blanket, who changed his name to Biggie in 2015 after reportedly being bullied for years, has, quote, "had the most problems adjusting after Michael died. He acted very lost and extremely upset." Another source says Biggie is, quote, "confident in private school now, focused on grades, sports, movies, hanging out with his friends and his nearly 30 cousins." The 15-year-old currently lives at grandmother Katherine Jackson's Calabasas, California mansion. Guys, to read more about the Jackson Kids article, pick up your copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. Well, Scott Hamilton is opening up in this week's People about his battle with brain tumors, including the humbling experience of finding out that his latest tumor had miraculously shrunk. The beloved Olympian sat down with People and EW's editorial director, Jess Cagle. Watch this.
The doctor I met with first was the man who will be doing the surgery. I've decided on surgery when I deal with this thing. It'll have to be, and it's going to be hard because they have to go around the last one and rebuild stuff, and it's going to be more complicated. But so yeah, when he told me, he goes, "This is remarkable," and I go, "What's going on?" He goes, "It actually is much, much smaller."
It's a lot smaller.
Yeah, and I go, "Can you explain this?" And he went, "God."
Yeah.
I went, yes. I just was on my knees, and it was just really very dramatic, and Tracy was just in tears, and it was just one of those things. It's like, wow. I just try to do the right things. You know, I just try to do good things, healthy things, right things, and this happened. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. It doesn't mean just because it receded once, it's going to stay there. They're nasty, insidious little, mischievous little buggers, and they like to come back. So I'll keep an eye on it, and if I have to deal with it, I'll deal with it. But right now, I've got a break, and I need to stay on this path of just being healthy and living right.
Wow, really, really incredible story there. Good morning, Miko. How are you?
Good morning, Jeremy. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you.
Yes,
Filling
happy
in here for
Wednesday.
Andrea, and a lot of stuff to get to here.
Yeah. So let's check it on Facebook. See what Zac Efron's beach body. So we wanted to know which celebs inspire your summer body goals.
That's right. John says Kevin Hart. I love it.
Kevin Hart is tiny, but he's fit. And
the compact guys, they're ripped up, aren't they? It's almost like the jeans in there make it a little. That's what I blame it on anyway. All my little shorter friends are ripped to shreds.
And someone says The Rock is definitely inspiring my summer body goals.
The Rock is the guy. Guys, keep the Facebook comments coming in. We will check in with you again soon. But first, Mako, even more trending news for us in Star Treks.
Yes, Jeremy, I sure do. All right, we're kicking off Star Treks today with the inside scoop from the Bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay. Watch this.
Definitely found my It's Too Good to Be True, definitely found my best friend, and yeah, I really didn't think that it was going to happen this way for me.
That's right, she's engaged. Now, attorney Rachel Lindsay is opening up about her stint as the Bachelorette in the latest issue of People. Now, while she won't reveal which suitor she ends up with, she did dish on some of the more unique men she met on night one. Watch this.
I was waiting for it, but never did I think it would be a waboom. He definitely had a lot of spunk, personality.
I'm Matt, Rachel. I know you have a thing for penguins. Am I right?
Yes. The penguin stood out to me because my girls gave me the advice to not judge a book by its cover. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to judge him. I'm going to get to know this penguin for who he is on the inside. When I first saw Fred step out of the limo, I thought, he looks so familiar. Who is that?
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
You look amazing.
And then he took 3 steps, and I immediately was like, oh my God, that's Frederick.
I came across one of my old yearbooks. Couldn't help but flip through it just to see who else was there when I was. And I think you might be able to recognize this person.
I was his camp counselor. That's how I know Frederick. And he was bad, and you always remember the bad ones.
That's definitely too true. And coming up, we have even more from Rachel, including why she's been Googling Real Housewives. Stick around for that. Now, after a very public breakup with Calvin Harris and subsequent high-profile romance with Tom Hiddleston, superstar Taylor Swift is keeping her new relationship out of the spotlight. The 27-year-old Shake It Off singer has been secretly dating British actor Joe Alwyn for several months now. And sources say the pop diva is in no rush to flaunt her new boo anytime soon. A Swift source tells People, quote, Taylor has been insanely private with Joe. She wanted to get to know him without any chaos. She has learned from the past. And the source goes on to say that Swiftie has been secretly flying into the UK in order to spend more time with Joe and his family, donning multiple disguises and even renting a house in northern London. Now, the couple who were first linked together back in October are determined to keep their relationship grounded despite the public attention. An insider tells People, quote, Joe is determined to remain very normal and down to earth. Joe and Taylor are on the same page about their relationship. Now, if you want to read more about Miss Swift and her blossoming relationship, make sure to pick up a copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. And speaking of romance, the one and only Josh Groban is opening up about his love life in this week's issue of People. The multi-talented musician who's been flexing his acting chops in Broadway's Natasha, Pierre, and The Great Comet of 1812 is currently nominated for Best Leading Actor in a Musical at the Tonys. But with a busy production schedule plus a 100-day tour right before the show, Mr. Groban's had very little time for romance. When asked whether or not dating in the spotlight is a nightmare, the typically private star tells People, quote, no, it's never a nightmare. I've been very lucky in love. Every relationship has pros and cons, but dating after I'm done with the show, it's going to be nice to have a social life again. I definitely feel you there, Josh. Now, to read more about the megastar, make sure to pick up your copy of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. Moving on to this.
There's six-pack abs on a man, and then there's like Zac Efron abs, which is like 28 of them. Right? And it's just the craziest thing. He's crazy good looking, movie star good looks, right? He's got everything.
That's right, Dwayne. I think we can all agree that Zac Efron does have everything, especially his 28 abs. I mean, come on. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is co-starring with Zac Efron in the highly anticipated big screen adaptation of Baywatch. And it sounds like Johnson, who is known for being super fit, is definitely impressed by Efron. Looks like The Rock might have a new workout buddy. And those are your Star Treks for today.
Stay with us. Is Senator Al Franken getting ready to run for president? Plus, we've got your first look at the new Lifetime movie based on Michael Jackson's life. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Is it important to me? Of course, because I wouldn't like to hear that someone didn't support the project. But I didn't do this project from a business point of view. I did this project from my heart, from a Michael Jackson's fan's point of view. So it doesn't matter which company and businesses and associates and whatever do or don't support it. Us fans want it told.
Now, it looks like the new Lifetime flick, Michael Jackson Searching for Neverland, has caused quite a shakeup for the Jackson estate. Now, recently issuing a statement that takes aim at unsanctioned projects like the TV movie, the Jackson family is clearly not pleased with the upcoming premiere. The point-blank statement reads, quote, "The estate does not license or permit the use of any rights it owns, including to Michael's music, images, video, and films for use in unauthorized works, seeking to exploit Michael's legacy." Now, despite the statement, actors involved with the project, such as impersonator Navi and Richard Lawson, the husband of Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles Lawson, seem to support the film. Check out what Richard had to say about the controversy. Plus, wife Tina gives us a little update on Queen Bee.
What means something to me is that Suzanne DePass, who discovered the Jacksons, is producing this. And so I don't think anyone in the world could have produced it with more integrity than she did. So, you know, I'm happy for that.
And of course, we're on Baywatch. Any updates? No? How's she doing?
She's doing great.
She looks great.
Yeah,
incredible.
she's doing great.
Gotta love that. Now, Michael Jackson Searching for Neverland premieres May 29th on Lifetime.
Guys, Baywatch is packed with tons of stars that are definitely ready for the beach. So when Kelly Rohrbach stopped by People Now, I had to ask the Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, what is harder, prepping for an SI Swimsuit shoot or stepping into this role? Check it out.
Why does she always look like she's running in slow-mo?
You see it too? You tell me, more difficult getting Baywatch ready or Sports Illustrated swimsuit shoot ready?
Good question. Probably Baywatch ready because you have to maintain it for the whole course of the shooting. So the Sports Illustrated, you just 2 weeks before, you know, crank it out,
yeah.
and then you're done.
Shoot,
you
done.
Shoot and have a piece of pizza. Baywatch, not so much.
Yeah.
They call cut, and you're like, and I have to go do that all over again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have to back to the gym, back to the salads, back to the
on and on.
But it was so worth it, and also, you know, the being in that good of shape helped us to get into the mindset of our characters, because these guys are elite lifeguards.
So in the movie, you've got this sweet spot for this kind of a schlubby guy, right? That's sort of the point of the character. He kind of fits that category
Right.
to some degree.
Damn, Ron.
Never really heard a guy sing that song, but you're really good.
Thank you. By the way, when we shower in here, we keep our suits on.
An unlikely guy that maybe you would have any affection for at all. So to take that little nugget, what's the best thing that a guy can do to impress a girl that is out of his league?
Well, Ronnie's is John's character's name. But when I met John, he impressed me so much with his comedy. He was so funny and likable. It was originally written that they didn't end up together and she was kind of cold towards him. And I was like, John's awesome. If John brings this energy to Ronnie, I don't see how anybody kind of could deny that. So I think humor is the best thing to impress a girl.
I hear that over and over again.
Right?
The funny guys get the girls. Forget the abs.
Yeah, forget that. Everybody loves to laugh. So to be with somebody who makes you laugh all the time, what a treat.
So look, I was telling you, I talked to you, what, like 2 years ago?
Yes,
Sports Illustrated
yes, I remember.
swimsuit event.
Yeah.
And now since then,
In
so much has
Nashville,
happened.
we had so
for you.
much fun.
We had so much fun there.
We did.
And so much has happened for you since. Is it the sign that you've made it that every time you hang out with a guy, there are tons of rumors surrounding it? Is that like a telltale sign of like, oh my gosh, I'm legitimately a star now?
No, that's just silly stuff.
How do you handle that kind of feeling? That when things or headlines come out from any time you are like hang out with a guy, is that a tough part of life?
I think people just make news to make news. It was like a huge thing that I got hacked. I never got hacked. It just didn't, it was like
fake headlines.
Yeah, it was like the hack is a hack.
Hack is a hack didn't happen. So a lot of it just from thin air.
Sometimes, yeah.
There's no denying that Baywatch is going to be the hottest movie this summer, but in case you have some doubt about how much steam this cast will be bringing to the big screen, we're breaking it down for you right here. Watch.
Welcome to Baywatch. Ready to do this? Hell yeah.
Some people are up to no good.
Why does she always look like she's running in slow-mo?
Any new music on the horizon?
Yes, actually.
Yeah? What,
Yes.
Can you talk about what's coming up?
I got a couple of projects going. One that I can talk about, one that I can't. It's with all this other stuff going on, it's wonderful. But music, when you're really focused on one thing, something else kind of suffers a little bit. And the tour is wonderful too. But between the tour and the cooking show, music has been a little bit on the back burner as far as new music. But I've been listening to songs. I've actually been in the studio and I've recorded a handful of things. And I'm now listening some more. Going to go back in. So my goal is to have something out in 2018.
Wow.
And I'm excited.
Different sound than we've heard? I mean, can you categorize it? Is it romantic? Is it upbeat? Is it?
Yes, all of it.
all
You know,
of
it's
the
like what I do is I look for songs that move me, and it's very subjective. I like songs the same reason you like songs.
Right.
Sometimes you know why you love a song, and sometimes you don't know why you love a song, but you just do. And then those songs kind of lead me to what this album is going to sound like. So I'm finding out right now what it's going to be.
All right, guys, looks like we're finally getting some new music from the one and only Trisha Yearwood. Super exciting stuff there. Now, of course, Trisha's been pretty busy these days. Besides working on her tunes, the country legend also has a cooking show, a new product line with Williams-Sonoma, and so much more. Not to mention, she sang the national anthem at Monday night's Predators game, and they won. So when Trisha just stopped by, I had to ask about that epic surprise performance. Watch this.
So I've sung the national anthem at the World Series. I've sung it at different events. There was something really magical in the air last night, and just really cool to be a part of it.
All my friends in Nashville, it's just like the feeds and everything are filling up with just excitement for what's to come. So look, now here they go in the Stanley Cup. Are you the good luck charm? I mean, is that safe to say?
I'm just saying they won 6-3, and you don't usually have that high of a score at a hockey game, so I'm available, guys.
Yeah, right? Just continue right on through. Well, just the new gig. So in the world of superstitions, do you have anything superstitious that you do like before performance, before a show? Any sort of like, got to do this?
Yeah, my biggest thing is really that I just don't like to be ready early. So like I will be like painting my nails on the way out the door or to the stage, you know, or I just don't like to, I will be getting ready to the last second. And I remember when friends would come in before shows or my hair being curlers or whatever, and I'd say, I look readier than I am. Because it's like, I don't, when you're ready and waiting, that's when you get nervous.
Garth tweeted a throwback photo of you guys all in Predators gear.
Yes.
Are you a huge hockey family? Real deal? Or
I am a Predators fan.
Yeah, okay.
I grew up in Georgia, not a lot of ice rinks. Nothing froze over in the winter.
Yeah, right.
So when I moved to Nashville back in the 80s, we had a local team called the Nashville Knights, and I would go to games. And then my love of hockey came from being on the road with Garth, and after shows, sometimes we would go to the hockey rinks and they would let us put on the practice gear and play hockey. Now, I can't even ice skate, but having the stick in the middle gives you confidence that you're not going to fall over. But my nickname is Scooter because I only pick up the 1 foot, so you don't really want to see this happen. But
I picture it.
Right.
It's
So I don't really,
like super sad.
You know, it's exciting, and I think there's such a passion in hockey games. So it's about going to the games. That's the most fun part of it all.
I've been to several hockey games. I know very little about what's happening other than when they score, and it's the most engaging, exciting experience
totally
of all
is, right?
sporting events, truthfully.
I still understand, like, there's the rules I don't understand, but when everybody goes, man, then I just go, man, that was really wrong. I don't know what happened, but it was wrong, you know, but it's really fun.
You just get up and cheer and go with it. Well, guys, are you still recovering from the fact that Scandal is coming to an end? We're having a tough time getting over it, but actually no need to fear. Shonda Rhimes, she is here dropping a new show. It's called Still Star-Crossed, and it's our Toyota People Pick of the Day. The show premieres Monday, May 29th, and continues the story of Romeo and Juliet. Lashana Lynch stars in the show, so when she stopped by the People Now studios, Andrea Boehlke chatted with her all about the new exciting series. Check this out.
By royal decree, I, Aeschylus, royal prince, do herefore order the marriage of Rosalind Capulet and Benvolio Montague. Our city's survival depends upon it.
You consented to marrying a Capulet maiden, but not this hoppy.
And I never consented at all.
You will do as you are told.
No, my lord. I will not.
Rosalind's a brilliant character. She's fun and bold and strong, and actually the whole cast is a cast of brilliant characters, well acted. I just trusted the project from the beginning, and I had to be a part of it.
You guys filmed in Spain.
Yeah.
What did you guys do in your off time? When you weren't filming, did you get to go dancing, check out Spain? What kind of things?
Oh my gosh. Spain is great for tiny little bars. I think in the UK and in the States we have like big clubs and things. They have like little niche bars. So on our days off we would just completely go dancing. I think here you would dance, have a seat, have a drink, have a relax. No, straight dancing 4 hours to the wee hours in the morning. Fantastic.
Sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
Was there a go-to song or a song that kept playing when you were there?
Yeah, there are a couple. Reggaeton is the thing out there. That's all we were listening to for months. We had, Shakira had a song out at the time called La Bicicleta, which is the bicycle. If you're having like a bad day, play that and you'll be fine.
Hey, I really like her, and that show looks great. Saturday Night Live alum Al Franken is opening up in this week's People about his new memoir and life as a senator and grandpa, and whether or not we'll be seeing him run for president anytime soon. Watch what he has to say.
There are people saying you should run in 2020.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. You know, we're going to come up with a great candidate in 2020. We have so much on our plate right now. I mean, just in the last couple of weeks, this health care plan that came out of the House, which is just awful. It's just awful. It's worse than the plan that was scored by the CBO, which said that 24 million people would lose their health care, that premiums would rise 20% above what they would rise with the ACA, Obamacare. I've been around Minnesota, and the hospitals are scared. The rural hospitals especially. I met with the Minnesota Hospital Association this week. They're terrified by this. People in nursing homes, people in, you know, I've seen people cry about whether their mom is going to lose her home care. We have to fight this thing. We have to follow through on wherever this Trump investigation takes us. I got way too much to do right now to even think about that, other than to say, no, I'm not going to do that.
Tonight is the night. It's the season finale of Survivor. Game changes on CBS. Woo! And we've got an exclusive clip for you from what's sure to be an epic conclusion to an awesome season. Check it out.
I want to know who the rat was.
I want to know, what did Michaela do?
Nothing.
So it was just random.
I felt betrayed by Suri at Tribal Council playing my steal a vote. So I targeted Michaela because Michaela is Suri's right-hand man. But now I don't know who I can trust. Fortunately, I still have the legacy advantage, which can be played at 6, so I know I'm safe. That was my advantage to use, not yours. Why would you take my vote?
Because Ty says Sarah, she's the biggest threat. If somebody says our name, they gotta go.
You need to talk to me about this. If we're gonna be in an alliance together, because I wanted to use that another time, and now I can't because of you.
This is true. This is true. So I'm in a lot of trouble right now. Sarah is really pissed and thinks that I'm trying to pull an okey doke on her. It kind of felt like, whoa, you know, I'm trying to do you a favor, but as the saying goes, no good deed goes unpunished. Hopefully there's something to be saved, salvaged. I don't know.
Cannot wait to see Andrea on Survivor tonight.
I know,
Look, that thing is heating up. I can't wait to find out what happens. So we'll be watching. Let's check in with Facebook Live one more time and see the body inspiration. We're talking about celebs inspiring summer body goals. What do you got?
So, Allie says summer body goals, J-Lo, of course. Mama looks good.
J-Lo's like summer body goals, like life body goals, and life goals in general.
Yeah.
Samantha says Priyanka Chopra, also life goals in general, but she looks great, and she looks great in the Baywatch movie as well. So
She does.
Lots of body goals. How about you? Have one?
Beyonce, of course.
Okay.
Yes. What about you?
You know what? You know what mine currently is?
What is it?
I cannot. This is cliche because we've been talking about it all morning. But Zac Efron's transformation for this movie is mind blowing.
26 abs, right?
It's like, can I just have his trainer for like a month? Like, just so I can get up to like some sort of respectable level.
You're there, Jeremy.
Do I need more than a month? Thank you. In my ear, they're like, you had a longer to go than 1 month. Thank you.
You're on your way. You're on your way.
Control room in Ellie. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to catch us again tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. I will not have worked out between now and then. People Now's Andrea Boehlke is giving us an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the Survivor season finale. Plus, Trisha Yearwood is back, dishing on life as a lifestyle guru. Are you going to work out today?
I was about to lie, so the answer is no.
No, right? Let's get some sleep.
Let's get some sleep, yeah.
That's what everyone, rest is the key to looking good and feeling great.
Absolutely.
Mainly feeling great.
Now, thank you so much for watching. And for now, we'll leave you with one last thing from Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Rachel Lindsay, and this is One Last Thing. The last thing I Googled was Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I wanted to see if I caught up on it now that I'm back in the world. I'm like, did I miss the reunion show? That's honestly why. I'm such a Bravo fan. The last time I was starstruck was meeting Ellen. Ellen is so great. You know, she's so fantastic in everything. She's, you know, doing it, and she's someone that I look up to. The last song that I had stuck in my head was Focus by H.E.R.
Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more People Now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.